Hey, it's Bill S. One thing that has been really cool since I started doing this YouTube thing, people that have a similar predicament to myself, whether it be the missing a hand or, the inability to use a hand, they've been writing me and telling me, hey, this is inspiring, and, do you ever think about, throwing some instruction out there? And, to be completely honest, I'm not a great instructor, and I don't know how I did this per se. I mean, aside from just listening to my favorite metal records and just figuring out what worked for me, but what I figured I could do in lieu of, I don't feel like I'm good enough to be someone's instructor, but I mean, I feel like my riffs are good enough to where if you wanted to learn some riffs, I'd be glad to show you what I got. As far as tuning goes, I tune weird, so I mean, realistically, what I would suggest to any person who's only got limited use of a hand that they're going to be fretting with, or no hand that they're going to be fretting with, my suggestion is find an open tuning, like a slide tuning, to work with that sounds mean to you. I mean, like, I kind of always love the sound of Pantera's Great Southern Trendkill and A Stronger Than Death, the Black Label Society record, the guitar sound on that stuff, where it's the kind of low-tuned, like detuned, kind of crunchy sound. I always like that. So that's kind of what I've always gone for, because it fits with the style I'm doing. But I say just do whatever open thing works for you. But anyway, here's a couple of riffs. I'll make this short and sweet. We've already talked enough. These little videos of mine are not about me talking. If you want to see videos of me talking, I'm sure they're out there. But yeah, these are for people who want to play and listen to guitar. So yeah, for all those people who've been writing me, thanks a lot. That's cool. And to all the critics, you're just making me write better, because I'm challenging myself. So right on. Thank you guys too. All right, so here's a couple riffs. This first one I'll show you is what I warm up with. I wrote it like my second year playing guitar. It sounds more complicated when you hear it than it actually is to play it, and I'll show you. So at normal speed. So it's just basically a really simple chord structure, like the melody's simple. But I just play different variations, but that's my favorite one. That one, slow, is so, I mean, you just speed up. What I like about warming up this riff is you can do a million variations, because it's like just a kind of happy-go-lucky, kind of not so metal chords that you play. Like, it's not evil notes, but it starts out cool. It starts out on the fifth, which is like my favorite place to start for a million things. But yeah, I don't know. I just dick around with it all the time. But that's the warm up, and it's good because it's good for your stumperson, or whatever the hell you got on your left or right or whatever. I mean, I don't know. Like, you figure it out, but so that's just a cool one. Now you know that. There's one that I've been working on recently that's kind of difficult, but it's really not that difficult when you break it down. Or if you can watch me play it right, it might not be difficult. There's actually two riffs that go together for this, but that's the first one. So it's really it's super simple. It's just going back and forth between this string and this string, your fucking lowest one and your second to the lowest one. I'm not gonna get I'm not even gonna try to pretend to be remotely technical, because I didn't like read any books or anything. I just wing it. So yeah, it's That's how, and I mean, you just play it fast. I mean, that's like everything. You just, like, I write it fast, but breaking it down slow is a little weird. But I mean, there it is. I mean, you just gotta, it's just, yeah, I don't know. I suck at teaching shit. You see now, everybody. This is why I don't do this very often. But yeah, so that one. That's eventually going to be a part of the song because it segues into another riff that's like this kind of arch enemy bullshit I've been working on. So yeah, that riff, I think that riff's cool, but like all that wanky ass shit, that's, I mean, total like Michael Hammond type stuff, which is rad because I love Carcass and I love Arch Enemy, but it's not, you know, I don't know, it's weird, but yeah. So that's like kind of a cool new thing I've been working on. But I mean, like, see, this is not a good instructional video. Like, you know, if I had a better, oh yeah, and I cut all my hair off. If I had a better, you know, sense of instruction, or if I had like a better sense of the mechanics of guitar, like most of my detractors on YouTube might accuse me of, and rightfully so, of not knowing my shit. Well, you know, it's just because I wing it. So I mean, my best advice is like wing it, but hopefully, you know, if you see like some of the basic stuff, like, I mean, you see what I'm doing, like, some of you younger cats out there are going to be 20 billion times better than me, or like that kid that was on Stern that like does all the wanky like Van Halen tapping shit, which is rad, by the way. Like, kudos to that dude. I mean, that stuff is awesome. But he's a good lead player, man. It's like him and I, like, I'm okay with him, man. We should get together. We can do something. So if you're seeing this. But anyway, yeah. That's about it for what I've got. You know, I just promised some people I'd make a video like this. I hope it wasn't too annoying. I'll play you out on a kind of slow, fun riff to jam on that I think like anybody who's just learning can play this and have fun with it. I like to jam on this one just when I'm having a good time. That's slow, right? Now here you go.